Och vi går över till Fluicell som finns med oss på länk. Och med oss från Fluicell har vi Victoire Viannay, om jag uppfattar namnet rätt. And I assume that you will hold your presentation in English. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. I will present the company in English. My Swedish is not good enough to do a good presentation in Swedish. I'm sorry for that. So good afternoon. I am Victoire Viannay, indeed. I am CEO and I will be presenting you a company called Fluicell AB. And this will be a 10-minute presentation and then we will have 10-minute questions. So I'm going to upload right now. So what is Fluicell in short? So Fluicell is a biotech company from Göteborg region, founded in 2012 as a spin-off from Chalmers. We are pioneer in single cell and specialize in developing microfluidic platform and services for the life science. Our company is both selling products and offering services to customers worldwide. Fluicell is putting a lot of effort into growing a strong IP portfolio, which is currently comprised of 14 approved patents. The company is listed on Nasdaq First North Growth Market since April 2018. Sorry. So who are the people behind Fluicell? So Fluicell is currently employing 18 multidisciplinary and very hardworking employees, and it is a really great team of people working together. Fluicell is also a strong industrial, administrative, medical, scientific competence altogether. It is world-leading scientist and innovator. So behind Fluicell, there's a team of overachievers to drive growth and scalability. So on this slide, you can see our product. So all our products are single cell. And recently, the director of the NIH, Francis Collin, has ranked single cell analysis as the most important innovation in the next decade for the healthcare industry. This market is expected to reach $5.6 billion by 2025. So we have in place a revenue model which is scalable. We sell our market product as platform. The sales are handled either directly through our internal sales team or through distributors. This is a one-off revenue. In addition to this one-off revenue, we have recurring revenue from the consumable microfluidic chips. So as you can see on this slide, the two first products, BioPen and Dynaflow, are sole source product. We don't have any direct competitors, and we are targeting niche market, but still very fast growing market. So BioPen has been mostly adopted by the academy, but lately Hoffmann La Roche has been purchasing a system, opening up opportunities for industrial clients. Dynaflow, on the other hand, is a product which has been mostly adopted by pharma companies and contract research organizations and biotech, and has already been involved in the development of a lot of drugs. So the third product is BioPixlar. It is our latest launch product. It was launched not long ago in November 2019, to be more precise. So BioPixlar is a high-resolution 3D single-cell bioprinting platform, which is targeting a broad and fast-growing market. So in addition to these three products, we are also offering contract research organization services, application support, and we are constantly looking for partnerships. So we already have started performing CRO work using BioPixlar, and we expect this kind of services to increase a lot in the future for both the BioPixlar, but also for the BioPen. So a little bit more about BioPixlar that you can see on this slide. It's a completely new type of single-cell 3D bioprinting platform that offers high precision, high resolution, that can print even very sensitive cells with high viability, and that can mimic cellular architecture. So it gives basically the ability for the user to bring the cells they want, where they want, to study biology. So it's a little bit like building a Lego, but instead of building piece by piece, it is cell by cell in order to achieve functional resemblance with the biological system. So on this map, you can see that we are addressing a global market. The customer distribution is mostly in the USA and in Europe, but we start to see growing interest in other parts of the world. So to target these territories, we are acting either directly with our team in-house or through a network of distributors. And very recently, we have signed a new distribution agreement to cover the territory of Australia and New Zealand. It's extremely important to have a network of distributors in the region that can't be very easily reached by us. So also, we have been setting up several demo sites for customers to try our technologies. So on this slide, you can see our clients. So we have very reputable clients who like and use our technology. A lot of them are universities and research institutes, such as Oxford or the NIH, for example, but also pharma companies, contract research organizations, and biotech. So we have gained the confidence of key opinion leaders, who, as a sign of trust, has been providing us with important testimonials about our technology. They also have been publishing a lot of scientific papers using our instruments. And all this is extremely important because scientists in the academia and in the R&D are reading these articles, and it is creating trust and awareness for our products. So on this slide, you can see our communicated targets. We have seen a very strong sales traction already in Q4 2019, and it is continuing in 2020 despite the actual crisis. So the total announced orders in Q1 and April 2020 is equal to the same amount as all of last year's net sales. So what we want is to continue to follow our plan with the goal to become cash flow positive as fast as possible. So on this slide, you can see our growth vision. So our growth vision is to be a global biotech leader with numerous high standard products and services, having a constant business growth, targeting high value markets, becoming and staying cash flow positive, and also to grow the earning per share. And we will get there by executing on sales and launching new products and services. So we have a high growth potential, we believe, first with our products and services. And we believe this will already drive us a long way ahead. We are expecting an acceleration of the product sales and the services this year and the following years. And we are also counting on signing partnerships as our capabilities and visibility expands. However, we are not willing to stop there. Our technology has some unique qualities, for example, within the regenerative medicine space. And we really think that we have the potential to create a new market segment within this area. And we already have been starting to work on it. So in summary, I would like to say that we believe we are ticking all boxes for a profitable long-term growth. Over the years, we have been putting in place strong foundation on which the company will grow. We have strong sales despite the COVID-19 crisis, and we would like to believe that we can be a post-corona company. We are addressing a rapidly growing markets. We have 3 market products with huge potentials. We have established key opinion leader client base. We have a unique bioprinter to address an unmet need. We have a robust IP portfolio, a strong team, board of directors and scientific advisory board in place, and we have the sales traction. And I am done with my presentation. I hope I met the 10 minutes. I will put back the camera.
Yeah. You held the time perfectly.
Okay, good.
It was great. Very interesting presentation, by the way. You talked a bit about your growth and growth going forward.
Yes.
But do you have any numbers for that? I mean, you said like you should be cash flow positive in 2022.
22. That's what we have been communicating, indeed.
Yeah, and if you look at sales growth, do you have any numbers for the growth year over year going forward?
So, I haven't communicated anything for 2021 and after. We have been communicating for this year, which is to sell between 10 and 15 million. Since we're a publicly traded company, I can't say the rest. We have projection, of course.
Okay, of course. Okay,
I think they look good. As I was saying, I mean, what we are expecting is really to have a constant growth now of our sales and services.
Okay. Great, thank you. I will leave over to the panel sitting beside me. Michaela, Henrik, please.
Varsågod.
Yeah, thank you, Victoire. First of all, I would like to develop, you tapped into it a little bit about who your customers are, and like I want to know what is your market and what's the potential within it?
So the customer are divided between two segments, as I was explaining. So you have first universities and research institutes on one hand, such as Rockefeller, NIH, FDA. And then you have pharma companies, biotech CRO like Roche or Genentech, for example. So our role is not to cure disease ourselves, and that I want to emphasize this. But what we are doing is we are empowering researchers to improve their research for drug discovery and development by using our tools. And so Fluicell has really great customer. We feel extremely happy and privileged about it, comprised of a lot of key opinion leaders. And this is something which is quite unusual for such a company like ours. And I believe that is due to the fact that our products, our cutting edge tools, allowing to perform research in a different way. And as I was explaining in the presentation, Biopen and Dynaflow, they don't have even competitors. So what we do also is that we stay extremely close to our customer. We are always ready to support them with their research. And this has been creating over the years a lot of very interesting exchange and trust between us and them. Also, as I was stating, we are pioneer in single cell research. And this is now a very extensive area which will continue to grow over the years, over the next decade. And with BioPixlar, the newly launched product, what we wish is to expand our reach to medtech and entering this area of regenerative medicine.
Thank you so much for that answer. Furthermore, obviously you have been hit by COVID-19, the virus, as the rest of the world. And you mentioned and showed in your presentation, and your report shows as well, that you've had a sales growth Q1 at the beginning of the year, despite this virus. But have you had to adapt your organization? And how are you preparing for the fast growth that you plan to achieve after the pandemic?
Okay, so when this crisis really reached us in Europe, because it has been going on since January, but in another continent, we took the situation extremely seriously, but at the same time extremely calmly. And we have analyzed the situation, and I have been in contact every week with the board of directors. I've been in contact every week also with the sales team in order to discuss this crisis and its potential impact on Fluicell. And after this time of analysis, I am quite confident to say that we haven't been facing any real issues so far. So I'm really happy for that and feel privileged for that. And we continue to follow the strategy, and we try to stay as focused as possible and strong as possible. And we are still standing behind what we said in a New Legs report, which was published in April 2020, and which is still available on our website if someone wants to look at it. So, and at the same time, I mean, we are used to adapt to new situations in the company all the time. This is one of our assets, I would say. And we have tackled this in the way we know the best, by being agile and adapting to the situation, by at the same time continue to follow the strategy, the sales strategy, which is still valid, but to adapt it also to the new situation. And we came up with the sales team as a new way to reach customers, because of course we can't travel to any countries to do any kind of demonstration or to participate to conferences. But we have been using a lot of other tools, and we have been managing to stay in contact with leads and continue to perform a demonstration, etc. And for the situation after COVID, we of course don't know when that will be, nobody knows. But what I can say is that investment in biological research and research into disease in general have increased relevance globally with this crisis, both in academia, but also in an industrial context. And these areas, they are directly linked to our current and future focus area.
Thank you again for that. So in terms of your plans for growing your company, could you take your products further as well?
Yes, absolutely. So as I was saying in the presentation, so we are following a clear plan to grow the company, which is built, we believe, upon solid ground. We have to stay ahead, that we know that much, and we absolutely know which direction to take. And our company is established upon innovation, and it is reflected in the fact that we have a very strong IP portfolio. So we organically grow the company through internal development and connection with strategic partners. So we are working on opening new markets and new avenues of research, always with an emphasis on health. And we are trying to find new ways to extend the reach of our product. And now we are more than just a product company, which we used to be a few years ago. And we believe that our service offering will grow a lot in the future.
Okay. Thank you for a great presentation, and thank you very much for having you here today, not here, but on link.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to participate.
Thank you.